lives in New York City. Please put your hands together for Kevin O'Brien, everybody!
Keep it going for Brent Gill, folks. Give it up. All right. Thank you so much. I'm so happy to be here. It's my first time back since I've become a professional comedian. For those of you who don't know what that means I got fired from my service industry job. Yeah. That's all it takes to go pro. If I had known it was that easy, I would have went pro years ago, honestly. And I used to work for one of these restaurants. I like to refer to the staff as a family, which is always the worst. They're like, oh, we're just a big old family around here. I was like, well, that's the case. There's a lot of incest in this family because everybody's sleeping with everybody in this bar. Also, I never got that expression when I was growing up, like family. Like, that's supposed to be a compliment. Not where I come from. How dare you say it to somebody's face? Tell people they're like your family. It's like, this guy's just like family. He says racist things at the most inopportune times. Hey, buddy, you're just like family. You make me feel small when no one else in the world ever could. You know what I mean? You guys are like family. I know nothing about you. I'm the only one talking. Half of you don't seem to like me very much, so thanks for showing up, fam. It's about time you came to one of my comedy shows. I greatly appreciate it. You guys are way more supportive than my family. I can tell right out the gate. My family are very Catholic people, super Catholic. I'm so Catholic, my first birthday was an intervention, you guys. That's how Catholic I am. All right, apparently my aunts and uncles are in the house tonight. You guys remember that intervention a little too clearly, I guess. It's a raw deal, man. If you're a Catholic and an alcoholic in AA, they tell you to give up control to a higher power. That higher power's blood is literally booze, you guys. Every time you walk in a mass, you're walking into a bar. And it is bottomless blood of Christ every Sunday. Come on in. It covers whatever you have in your pockets. Kids drink free for some reason. It's a wild scene. Give you a little appetizer with your hair of the dog there, sir. That's the only way you're going to get a Catholic to show up to church at 9 a.m. Give him some hair of the dog right away. He's not overcome by the Spirit. He's got the shakes, Uncle Tim. He's got the shakes. And like, Catholics are the most functioning alcoholics you'll ever meet in your life, which leads me to believe that's why they invented the incense for Catholic Mass, just to cover up the smell of all the drunks, sweating it out all morning long. Like, God, it smells like a brew house inside of a slaughterhouse in here. Gee, put on some more brew cologne, Uncle Tim, jeez. All right, some of you guys got some Uncle Tims in the house, I guess. I went to Catholic high school and Catholic college, so now I'm an atheist. It's just the way it goes. It's like a video game. I beat all the levels. I'm done, right? Like, what am I supposed to do? Play the same game over and over again for the rest of my life? That sounds boring as shit. You got to see what else is out there. Try being a Jehovah's Witness for a couple years. You'll save literally thousands of dollars on birthday and Christmas presents every year. That's a religion I could get behind. Savings, all right? But I could never be a Jehovah's Witness. I've already interned enough in my life. If I'm going door to door, you got to pay me, Jehovah's Witnesses. At least Cutco is giving me commission on those knives. I gotta go door to door, get people to sign up, and then I might get paid off at the very end. You sure you're not a pyramid scheme? Sounds like a pyramid scheme. And I can't fall for another one of those, all right? I'm wearing a uniform unless I'm getting paid. My dad is so Catholic that this past holiday season, he told me that he wanted to become a priest, which I thought was a pretty old school way of coming out. What? It's true. Both your parents are dead. It's a different world. Be who you gotta be, Dad. It's all right. You like drinking rosé. You don't have to serve it out every day. You know what I mean? I'd rather have a gay dad than a dad who's a priest. That'd be easier to explain to people. I tell people I have a dad who's a priest, I have a 20-minute conversation about a religion that I don't even believe in anymore. If I tell people I have a gay dad, they're like, yeah, my buddy Kyler got one of those last week. Where's there being all these gay dads all of a sudden? They're so hip and trendy. These gay dads are everywhere. All right, that was great. A little aftershock on that one. I was a Lyft driver before I was a professional comedian. 3 years as a Lyft driver, 4.95 star rating. Thank you very much. You're the only people that applaud. You're probably the only people that tip as well. Tip your rideshare drivers already, you guys. And I was a Lyft driver because, of course I was. Look at me. I'm a walking profile picture for a Lyft driver. I look like I walked out of the billboard that lied to you and said you'd make $40 an hour. That's Don't kill the messenger, man. I got duped too, all right? And most people were pretty cool when I was driving Lyft, but I picked up the most drunk girl last year on St. Patty's Day, or as I call it, my people's holiday season. And thank you. And I picked her up at 4:30 from everybody's favorite ye olde Irish pub, Cowboy Lounge. She was hanging out at Cowboy Lounge on St. Patty's Day. And I know she was wasted because she called me 3 times in 1 minute, and all she said was, Cowboy Lounge, Cowboy Lounge, Cowboy Lounge. And she couldn't find me even though I was 10 feet away from her. I was just like, no, I'm on your right. No, your other right. No, your other right. Lady, and just like honking on the horn. She finally walks up and she goes, are you my Uber? I was like, close enough. Get in. It is lawless down here. You kidding me? She gets in the car. I'm like, how you doing? Where are you going? And as I'm punching in the address, I get a text message, and it's from the number that she was calling me from. And it said, my Lyft driver is creepy. Yeah. Thanks for not laughing too hard, by the way. Think about that for a second. That means within 10 seconds, she deduced that sweet old Kev was a total fucking creeper. Meant to text that to her friend, did not text it to her friend. Instead, texted it to the person that she thought was creepy. So I just got real creepy. Just creepy as humanly possible. Right away, I was like, oh, would you like me to take the highway or the back roads? I said moist as much as possible the entire time. I told her about my ventriloquist doll collection. Just the heads, the bodies aren't real enough for me. And I kept this up for 30 minutes. This was a long ride. And we finally pull up to her place, and she starts getting out of the car without saying anything. Rude, if you ask me. And I was like, well, I guess I'll see you later. But not that much later. All right, it's been my time, everybody. I'm Kevin O'Brien. Enjoy your headliner. Thank you.